Welcome back to the channel. This is log scale. All right, look at it carefully. We're going to make everything as simple as possible so that even if you're just stepping into the crypto market today, you'll understand exactly what's going on. That right there was your first bull run. Yes, you heard that right, bull run. The ZBCN bull run. That was the first official cycle where this coin showed its ability to break away from the crowd and prove it isn't just another forgotten altcoin. Usually, altcoins don't just settle for one bull run in their cycle. They often need two, sometimes even three powerful rallies to complete a full-blown bullish cycle. These cycles, when they truly play out, are not just random moves up and down. They form the backbone of how wealth in the crypto space gets created and redistributed. This video is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes only. Nothing discussed in this video should be considered financial advice or investment guidance. The cryptocurrency market is highly volatile. Now, we strongly believe that the bull cycle for ZBCN officially began around April or May. That's where the story starts to take shape. When you look at the charts from that point in time, you can clearly see the energy building. That was the ignition point, the spark that set the entire structure of this bullish cycle into motion. From there, the first bull run unfolded beautifully, delivering a taste of what ZBCN can really do when momentum is on its side. And now, where are we? We're in the phase known as consolidation. Consolidation isn't a bad thing. In fact, it's one of the most powerful signals in the world of trading because it means the market is pausing, recharging, and preparing for its next explosive move. This isn't weakness. This is preparation. What we're watching unfold is nothing short of a bull flag forming right before our eyes. And within that large bull flag structure, there is even another smaller bull flag forming inside it, a classic fractal pattern you see in some of the most legendary runs in crypto history. Think about what that means for a second. A bull flag, for those who are new, is a continuation pattern. It's like the market saying, hey, I've run fast, I need a breather, but don't mistake my pause for weakness. I'm about to run again, and when I do, I'll run even harder. The pole is the strong upward thrust. The flag or pennant is the sideways consolidation. Once the breakout comes, the momentum tends to mirror the size of the pole itself, which is why traders get so excited when they spot these setups. Now, the big picture here is undeniable. This is not just some random move. It's structured, it's calculated, it's building for something larger. And when you zoom into the structure within the consolidation, you start to see the early signs of the second bull run taking shape for ZBCN. That's where we are right now, inside the second wave of the cycle. Let's break this down step by step. The first bull run has already played out. That's history now. The second bull run, which we believe started not long ago, is still young. Inside this bull run, we're already seeing the classic Elliott wave-style structure. 3 waves up, 2 waves down. The first wave up is already complete. Wave 2 is currently either in progress or already finishing its course. This is crucial because Wave 2 often shakes out the weak hands. It discourages the impatient, it tests the true believers, and it confuses the average trader. But seasoned traders know that Wave 2 is simply preparation for Wave 3, the most powerful and explosive part of the cycle. That's where fortunes are made, where resistance levels crumble, and where the doubters are left speechless. Now, this Wave 2 isn't just noise. It's forming another bull flag of its own. Once we break out of this mini flag, ZBCN will likely launch into Wave 3. That's the breakout move that could push the price to new local highs above critical resistance levels. After that, we'll naturally get a Wave 4 pullback. Nothing too scary, just a cooling off period, and then Wave 5 to finish the cycle within this bull run. That's the roadmap, and it's clear as day if you've been following cycles for years like we have. Now, let's zoom into the immediate levels that matter most. The most important trend line for ZBCN right now is the one sitting just above its current consolidation range. That's the wall that needs to be broken. Once ZBCN clears that barrier, once it convincingly smashes through that high around the 60s, that's when things start to accelerate. That's when the game shifts from cautious optimism to full-blown excitement. Now, We can't tell you the exact day or the exact hour when this breakout will occur. No one can. Anyone who pretends they know is selling you a lie. But what we can do is prepare, and preparation is the name of the game. We wait, we watch, we study, and in the meantime, we accumulate more capital by trading other coins. That way, when ZBCN finally decides to break free, we're ready to load up and ride the breakout. This is the way the market works. Coins don't just move in a straight line. They coil, they build, they break. Look back at previous breakouts and you'll see the pattern repeating over and over again. First there's the breakout, then a sideways shuffle, then another surge higher. After that, a major cool-off. That's the cycle, and it's repeating right now in ZBCN. Once this downward trend line snaps, the move we're going to see won't just be a rally. It'll be what traders call a melt-up. That means the price moves so fast, so aggressively, that it feels like the chart is melting upwards. It defies logic, it ignores hesitation, and it leaves people stunned. Of course, let's pause for a moment to remind everyone, this is not financial advice. We're not your financial advisors. We're simply traders who've spent the last 8 years navigating the wild, unpredictable, and often brutal world of crypto. We've seen it all. The pumps, the dumps, the scams, the rug pulls, the life-changing wins, and the devastating losses. I like to joke sometimes that I'm the professor of crypto. I've forgotten more about this market than most people will ever learn. That's how deep this game goes. And that's exactly why I can say with confidence that ZBCN has the kind of structure that makes us optimistic. It has the ingredients needed to continue higher, assuming, of course, that broader conditions don't collapse. Let's talk about targets, because that's what everyone wants to know. Based on the bull flag structure, we're looking at a measured move target of around 5 cents once this breakout occurs. That's a potential 10x move from current levels, depending on where you got in. But that's just the conservative target. If everything lines up, the Fed stays accommodative, Bitcoin remains stable, and retail money flows back into crypto, then ZBCN could easily push past that 5-cent target. Worst case scenario, we're looking at targets between 20 cents and 60 cents. That's the lower end of what's possible if the breakout is sustained. On the more aggressive side, if liquidity truly floods into the market and the cycle mirrors some of the great runs of the past, we could be staring at 70 cents to $1 for ZBCN. Yes, you heard that right. It might sound crazy now, but cycles always look crazy before they play out. Now, let's be real. This could also fail. We could be completely wrong. Maybe the breakout doesn't come. Maybe macro conditions turn against crypto. Maybe the pennant breaks downward instead of upward. That's always a possibility. And if that happens, we'll adjust. That's what professional traders do. But the probability, based on the structure, is tilted heavily in favor of a bullish continuation. That's why we're watching it like hawks. That's why we're accumulating knowledge, strategies, and capital. And that's why we keep hammering this point home. While ZBCN cooks and consolidates, we don't just sit idle. We trade other coins to grow our stacks. We use simple strategies. Buy the breakout above key levels, like the one at 0.00037. That's not life-changing money in a week, but a 30% gain in a flat, boring, and even depressing market? That's incredible ROI. Most traders are struggling to survive, losing money in chop, while we're stacking consistent gains. That's what separates professionals from amateurs. And this is where the real lesson comes in. Trading crypto isn't just about picking the right coin. It's about discipline, risk management, and understanding market psychology. This market is brutal. It doesn't care about your feelings, your hopes, or your dreams. It's already sent millions of dreamers to work at McDonald's, flipping burgers after losing everything. People who were once bragging about being crypto CEOs in 2021 and 2022 are now completely wiped out. Their portfolios are down 90%. Their spouses have left them. Their communities have abandoned them. And why? Because they never learned how markets truly move. They thought holding forever would always work. They thought hype would return. But the truth is, not every coin gets a second chance in the sun. This is why education matters. This is why joining professional trading communities matters. When you surround yourself with real traders, you learn how to navigate bull markets, bear markets, and chop markets. You learn when to press hard and when to step aside. You learn how to survive and, more importantly, how to thrive. This isn't a game, it's war. And if you come unprepared, the market will eat you alive. So here's where we stand. ZBCN has formed a massive bullish pennant. Inside that, we see a smaller bull flag forming. Once the downward trendline snaps, this coin is primed to enter its second parabolic phase. The potential is enormous, the roadmap is clear, and the opportunity is right in front of us. And that's all for today's deep dive into ZBCN, guys. If you found this video helpful and you're as excited as I am about where this project is headed, don't forget to smash that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, share this video with your friends, and of course, hit that subscribe button with the notification bell on so you never miss an update. Your support really helps the channel grow, and I'll keep bringing you the latest news, analysis, and breakdowns every single day.